What is the longest time you have ever abstained from jerking off? A few days, weeks, maybe months? Did you notice any difference in your confidence, your courage, your energy, your vitality, your optimism, your inspiration, your drive? Of course you did! Then why the fuck did you decide to throw it all away and settle for less? The cheap pleasure of masturbation won over the expensive fulfillment of sexual discipline. That's why. Don't worry, brother. I've fallen in that trap more times than I can remember. You're not alone. Matter of fact, before becoming the founder of the Off Pxrn Academy, I used to jerk off 5 times per day on average. I was addicted for 10 years of my life, so I've seen everything. Today, I can proudly say I've managed to stay off porn for years and off masturbation for months, and even challenges like the No Nut November, I've achieved them over and over again. But what I can tell you is that the most important part of breaking free is remembering why. Remembering why you're doing what you're doing. Challenges like the No Nut November are a great way to welcome people into the sexual mastery journey, but the real purpose behind it goes much deeper. So here are the 5 real reasons why you should stop jerking off right now. Reason number 1, you are wasting your life force. That energy that you feel down there when you're feeling horny, that's life energy, bro. And sexual energy literally has the power to create life. The reason you and me, we exist is because our parents fucked. Let's be real. That thing is the most potent form of energy human beings have access to. And the sexual wellness industry wants to make you believe that frequent ejaculation is healthy for you. Sure, they have studies for it and everything, but what they don't tell you is that every time you mindlessly jerk off, you are wasting your most powerful resource as a man. It's like, bro, that energy, and you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever been off the ejaculation for a few days even, you know that your level of energy raises. That stuff can be used to fuel your dreams, man. To make your life better, to set yourself free and your family and your people free. By the way, guys, we'll go right back to the video in a few seconds, but I've noticed that 90% of the people watching me are men. So if you're a man who's struggling with porn addiction and you're just tired of feeling like you're not in control of your own actions, then you can join the #1 porn addiction recovery brotherhood in the world. It's called the Off Pxrn Academy. We'll be right there waiting for you on the other side. The link is in the description. All right, right back to the video. Reason number 2, kind of related. You're missing out on exponential growth. The undeniable truth we've all experienced is that when you hold that energy in, it builds up. It's kind of like a pressure cooker, but unlike the pressure cooker, the energy won't just explode. It will transmute. That's the meaning behind sexual transmutation. I know it sounds like a lot of woo-woo stuff, but stay with me. You'll get it. The fact that you quite literally do not have to do anything to experience energy rising in your body as you retain is just a reminder of the infinite potential you have inside of you, the unlimited being that you are. And perhaps the reason why you feel like you can't really tolerate that level of energy are just your low standards. Let's be real. Y'all be looking at people like me or other guys who have even more energy and you're like, why is this guy so all over the place? Why is he so energetic? And if that's you, listen, I love you the way you are, but I have a question for you. When have you ever experienced a single benefit from settling for less on the long term? Sure, on the short term, you get the comfort. Ooh, you get the comfort of settling for less. But on the long term, when have you ever won? When has that ever benefited you? Come on. You have been blessed with incredible levels of vital energy inside of you. Don't waste it. Matter of fact, bro, literally you don't have to do anything and that level of energy raises. That's the greatest hack. All right, reason number 3, you're literally neglecting your male advantage. I know there are always exceptions, but from what I've noticed, we men tend to experience that rise in sexual energy inside of us a little bit higher than women. Like our relationship between our level of sexual energy and the time of abstinence is more directly proportional than that of women. Listen to that again if you didn't get what I said. But basically my point here is that as men, that semen is one of our greatest powers. Reason number 4, you're giving away your power of choice. Here's a very interesting fact. One might say that as humans, we are the only animals that actually have the capacity to make a conscious choice, not just act out of instinct. And brother, where focus goes, energy flows. When you're constantly jerking off, you're letting your basic instincts take over you, which there's nothing wrong with it, but you're not using your full human potential. That's all I'm saying. When you choose to retain that energy and redirect it towards your goals instead, you are choosing to reclaim your power. You're choosing to be the master of your energy, not a slave. You're choosing to be a creator, not just a mindless consumer. Reason number 5, if it wasn't clear enough already, you're settling for less than your full potential. What happens when you retain that energy in and you use it for your goals instead is magic. But it's the kind of magic that will shrink the cheap dopamine industries into irrelevance. That's why they're doing whatever they can to keep you out of it. If after watching this video today, you make the choice to actually give it a try for real, and to see how long you can go while retaining that energy in, you will experience more creativity than you can handle, overflowing levels of abundance of energy and vitality, effortless optimism and confidence, increased self-awareness and discipline, and of course, magnetic charisma. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So here are 3 steps to reclaim your power. Number 1, identify your goals. Stop focusing on what you don't want. Focus on what you want in life. It's not about having that willpower and that resistance and thinking about like, no, I'm not gonna masturbate. It's about having dreams so juicy that any pleasure you could get out of it kind of shrinks into irrelevance. Number 2, you're gonna do whatever it takes to associate so much pain to porn and so much pleasure to a life outside of porn that you don't even want to touch it anymore. That's the goal. The way you do that is by visualizing your life in 5-10 years. In both scenarios, what will your life look like if you keep on wasting that energy away? Versus, how would your life look like if you decide today to quit for good and use that energy to achieve all your wildest dreams? The choice is yours, my brother. And number 3, help other people on the journey. I cannot stress this enough, but a sense of purpose is the foundation to a life where you reach your fullest potential. It's what holds you accountable. It's what keeps you going, even when you're tired, even when you're like, oh my God, you feel overwhelmed. That passion keeps you going. When I first created the Off Pxrn Academy, those 3 steps are what I had in mind, and I've been improving it on a daily basis, literally ever since. So you can go and do that on your own, no problem, but you can also join the Academy to achieve it much easier and much faster. And by the way, it's completely free. So the link is in the description. Other than that, hope you found value in this video today. If you fuck with what I'm saying, you can always subscribe, but if you don't, I'll be grateful for you anyways. Much love, take care, and I'll see you here soon. Bye-bye.